Well guys, it's been quite a long time since I finally got to do an announcement, but it's now time to announce Mtws 2022. So you're probably all wondering, where will Mtws head to 2022? Well, I have something special, a very special announcement. This has been long overdue, and it's gonna finally come back after 7 years. For the first time since 2015, Mtws is coming back as a regular season league. Yes, sir! Mtws is back in business as a league! No more exhibition events! Or at least for this year. But yes, Mtws is coming back as a regular season league. Now you're probably wondering, how on earth am I going to be able to do this? Because you said before, a few years ago, that it would not come back unless you either lowered the quality or got help or something like that. Well, one of those things is hopefully going to happen, as I will be getting help for these events. As this year, the idea will be that all the events will be live streamed as they happen, like my two live events I did at the end of 2021 and this year as well. They will all be live, and I will have people drive the trucks in qualifying and racing, and then I take over for freestyle. But otherwise, Mtws is going to be back as it was, the setup from 2014 and 2015. 24 events, 2 season openers, 2 season finales, a Thanksgiving event, a International Series event. With the 2 events that are missing out too would be the 2022 Runners-Up Cup and the 2022 Championship. All 40 trucks will have an equal 12 events they will be competing in. Each event will have 20 trucks except for the Runners-Up Cup and the Championship. The Runners-Up Cup will have 16, the Championship would have 24. Everyone will have a fair chance, and at the end of the season, whoever is the top 24 in point standings goes directly to the Championship, and the bottom 16 are heading to the Runners-Up Cup. So, where will Mtws be going for the 2022 season? A whole bunch of old places, but a whole bunch of new places too. So, let's get the schedule reveal underway. So, Mtws' first event in 7 years is going to be at Ford Field in Detroit, set for August 24th as the East Coast part of the season opener. Now, I'm going to mention this right here, right now. You see an asterisk near the date? That means it's tentative. These are not the set dates. Hypothetically, this would be the date if I get what I want done. But the dates can and maybe will change. That way every driver can show up. Hopefully, the dates will be still set to where they're going to be. But right now, the dates are tentatively set, and if possible, they will change. But after almost 7 years, Mtws will be returning to Ford Field for the season opener. And then after that, we go out west for the West Coast season opener, which is going to be at Salinas Sports Complex in Salinas, as Mtws is going to make its city debut there, as that track was never made on MTM2 that I know of, and oh boy, that is going to be sick. Absolutely insane to finally make our debut there, as it's tradition for Mtws to keep trying to go to new places and spread the league out, as this will be, I believe, the 4th city that we've gone to in California. So yeah, what a start that hopefully will be for the season openers, Detroit and Salinas. But the schedule is not over yet. After that, we're going to wrap up August on August 28th as we are heading back to Atlanta after literally 7 years and 5 days, as Mtws is going to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's not the first time Mtws has been to Atlanta, but it will be the first time that it's gone to Mercedes-Benz Stadium since the last time we went there in 2015. The Georgia Dome was still around. And, oh boy, hoping to see some incredible action for our first time at Stadium to wrap up August. And then after that, we're into September as we will be making our debut at the Castrol Raceway in Edmonton, Alberta on September 4th. As Mtws is making its debut there, both city and stadium, the 4th Canadian city MTWS is going to. Canada has the most international cities we've been to outside of America in the league, and it'll be only the second speedway track ever done besides Louisville in 2016. Oh boy, the track I decided for that is going to be insane and quite interesting take on it, as you'll see from a track that was done a month earlier ago that did the setup. Oh boy, be on the lookout for that. We cannot wait to go there. Then after that, on September 11th, MTWS is going to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It will be almost 8 years by the time we head there, as we're going to do an interesting setup for racing that I don't think has been done there in a long time. And I believe it's never been done MTWS too, so that'll be really cool and interesting to see. So be on the lookout for that when we head back to East Rutherford. And then after that, tune in next week after that. After 3 years, MTWS is heading back to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, as we're going to have some incredible, insane action. Hopefully, like, remember the insane event we had in the 10th anniversary in 2019? Oh boy, that'll be insane. Can't wait to see if Patriot will get the sweep again like it did 3 years ago. And then we wrap up September as we head down to Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida on September 25th. The first time we're going to actually use the accurate model of the stadium being closed in, since I did not have that accurate in 2014 or 15, as MTWS cannot wait to come back here, and also a track setup that will trigger Sim Monsters immensely as it proves them wrong once again. But what a way to wrap up September. But now we got to go into October. December 27th, 2015 was the last ever MTWS regular season event, and it was right here in El Paso, Texas, as MTWS on October 2nd will return for only its second ever event in El Paso, as we have an interesting racing set that's never been done MTWS before. Once I make the track, can't wait to see how that works, as that's going to be insane, as we're coming back to El Paso. And then we get to another track that we haven't been to in a long time, TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, set for October 9th, as MTWS, after over 8 years, will be back in that stadium. We've had some incredible events in Jacksonville, not that many though, unfortunately, but we're coming back in 2022. Can't wait to see what goes on out there. And then we're heading back out west, as we're going to make our debut in the Tacoma Dome in Tacoma, Washington, just directly south of Seattle. MTWS has gone to Seattle numerous times, but that stadium is not in RR last I checked when I made the schedule, so had to compromise instead, go to Tacoma. A very small, it's not arena, but it's not a stadium either, so it's like an in-between, as it'll be nice to go back to one of them after a few years and show you how you can make an awesome event in a small stadium. And then after that, we're heading back out east, as we're going to end one of the longest droughts in the league, as we're heading to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio on October 23rd. The last time MTWS has been here was December 18th, 2011. It'll be almost 11 years since we've been back here, and we're looking forward to coming back. As we're looking forward, as also, especially since I'm making a new, unique racing style for this track to hopefully test and it works out, as that'll be cool to debut a new setup for here in our return after 11 years. So tune into that in Cincinnati. And then we wrap up October as we're heading for our first time ever Piedmont Dragway in Julian, North Carolina, as it'll be another city and stadium debut, our first event too in North Carolina. That will be insane. Another speedway track too, as we're hoping to remake custom West Lebanon 2022 Chicago style racing on here. That will be insane, and I cannot wait to go there to wrap up the month, as we'll now be halfway through the season. And then we start off November as we head down south to NRG Stadium in Houston on November 6th. As remember, the last time MTWS came here on November 17th, 2018, be almost 4 years after that insane event. Can't wait to see what Houston's got in another insane event. And then after that, we're heading up north to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough on November 13th. It'll be a year since MTWS made its Rings of Rods debut here in Foxborough. Oh boy, cannot wait to see if we can break the incredible event we had in Foxborough last year and do even better this year. So tune in for that. That is going to be insane, as Foxborough is going to be hyped for that date return. And then after that, we're going to make a new debut and a long requested place to go. We're heading out to the Pacific at Honolulu Stadium in Honolulu, Hawaii on November 20th, our first time in America outside the continental U.S. Oh boy, I cannot wait to see what the MTWS fans in Hawaii are going to say about this, as this is going to be hopefully an insane debut. And then of course, it's Thanksgiving. Our third ever MTWS event in Thanksgiving, and how about that? This time, we're going to go to the center of the country, the Dome at America Center in St. Louis, Missouri. MTWS coming back there after 8 years. Can't wait for that, especially since it might be big enough to bring back Tokyo Style Racing. Oh boy, that would be an incredible Thanksgiving race event to have racing for Thanksgiving. So tune in on Thanksgiving as we're in St. Louis. And then, of course, we wrap up November by heading out of the country to one of the most common places MTWS has gone to overseas, as we're heading up north to Canada again in Toronto on November 27th. It's been 7 years since MTWS has been back in Toronto, hoping to be back and have an incredible event to wrap up November as we're down to the home stretch. And then, for the first time ever, only the second time it's ever happened, we're going to have back-to-back international events, but our actual International Series event, as we are headed to Europe and Brøndby, Denmark, which is near Copenhagen, on December 4th, as Denmark is going to get its first ever MTWS event, as it was tough to pick an international site since I did not have many international stadiums outside of North America for its location, so I eventually had to settle with one country I have never gone to, Brøndby Stadium in Brøndby, Denmark. I hope you're ready, Denmark. MTWS is coming there on December 4th. Get ready for that. And then after 3 weeks, MTWS is coming back to America. After 8 years, we are heading to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis on December 11th. Last time we were here, of course, remember Flying Falcon Double Down. Could it possibly do it again? After 8 years, we'll have to wait and see, so tune in for that. And then, on December 18th, exactly 7 years later, MTWS is returning to Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, as this was the last non-live MTWS regular season event, and we're coming back to it live, as that is going to be insane. Hopefully the event won't be delayed, pushed back from its original date like it was in 2015. Hopefully this time it'll be legit, as that would wrap up the season before we get to our season finales with the titles spots on the line. As we get to our season finales on Christmas Day, we start off with the East Coast one, as for the first time in 7 years, 3 years for the city, we're heading back to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, as that will be insane for the season opener. MTWS coming back home to its home headquarters. That will be insane finale to wrap up the season, but we have one more event. And to wrap it up, we're going to be out in Petco Park in San Diego. MTWS returning to the city for the first time in 7 years, but it'll be our first time ever in Petco Park since Qualcomm Stadium is no longer around. It's rare that MTWS goes to a baseball stadium, so look out for maybe a unique track for that to wrap up the regular season. And with that, that will be all the live events. But we're not done yet. We still got one more thing left to do. And all of that will culminate from August 24th to December 25th with the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup on January 28th, 2023. And then the 2022 MTWS Championship on February 4th, 2023 at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. MTWS hosted that site hosted the 2020 MTWS Championship, and slightly over 2 years later, it's going to host the championship again, this time for real, where all the trucks have to earn their spot in the championship. And that event I will be filming instead, as all the drivers for the whole season will get a well-deserved break for helping me out, as that would wrap up the season. And I cannot wait to eventually get to work on that track and show it off. That will be insane. So yeah, MTWS is coming back as a regular season, starting off with the season openers on Detroit and Salinas on August 24th, then Atlanta on August 28th, Edmonton September 4th, East Rutherford September 11th, Arlington September 18th, Orlando September 25th, El Paso October 2nd, Jacksonville October 9th, Tacoma October 16th, Cincinnati October 23rd, Julian October 30th, Houston November 6th, Foxborough November 13th, Honolulu November 20th, St. Louis Thanksgiving on November 24th, Toronto on November 27th, Brøndby-Vester Denmark on December 4th, Indianapolis December 11th, New Orleans December 18th, Baltimore and San Diego, the season finales on December 25th, and wrap it up, of course, with the 2022 Runners-Up Cup on January 28th, 2023, and the 2022 Championship on February 4th, 2023. So yeah, I would like to show off the tracks, but right now, I only have a few of them made. I have Detroit, Salinas, Atlanta, Edmonton, East Rutherford, that's the one coming to my head, Arlington, all finished. I'm working on Orlando right now, and I'm going to soon get to work on Cincinnati for its unique racing style. I'm hoping to get all these done before the regular season. So yeah, that, guys, since mid-June is what I've been working on like crazy. I'm making 24 tracks before the end of August. That's a lot of work. That's why I've been so busy too with not uploading videos, because I gotta get these done soon in time. So yeah, be on the lookout for them when I get them all done, or at least the season the season events besides the championship and the Runners-Up Cup. I'm going to eventually show them off. I want to show them off in one go instead. So be on the lookout for that eventually. And of course, we got to show the schedule of where everyone is going in 2022. And here it is, the schedule of where the MTWS trucks will be heading in 2022. Like I said, every location is going to have 20 trucks each, and everyone's going to compete in 12 events, with 11 here decided, and the last one's going to be either the Runners-Up Cup or the Championship, depending on how they compete. And of course, this schedule and all the stuff for the 2022 events will eventually be made on the MTWS Wiki, as I'm going to soon, or hopefully help with others, make articles for each of the upcoming events, as you're going to be getting ready for that very soon too. So yeah, guys, be excited. Be very, very, very excited, as 7 years of hibernation, because it was just simply too much work for me, MTWS is coming back as a regular season. So get these next slightly less than 2 months of excitement ready and building up, as hopefully August 24th, both days, Detroit and Salinas to start off. Oh boy, get your sights ready for the season openers. And then an entire 4-month slate of insane events with new locations, international events, Thanksgiving, Christmas events too, and a whole bunch of other things. And of course, to wrap it up with the championship in February, which hope I'm going to make an insane as track as possible for that, because that will be insane. Alright everybody, I hope you all enjoyed seeing MTWS back. So get ready, August 24th for the season openers of the 2022 MTWS season. And thank you to my drivers for volunteering for this season. Without you, this would not be happening. So see you guys next time, as hopefully soon I will get the tracks done and show them off on YouTube. See you guys then, and get ready to welcome back MTWS, the greatest online monster truck league ever.
To be wrapped around your grave. You got to fight.